from the historic Ham Building in St. Paul, it's the Haberdasher's Couch. I'm Kendrick, inviting you to the show, starring Heimie and featuring Todd Walker, also featuring Amye Scharlau. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Heimie.
Happy Fashion Friday. Welcome to another show, the Haberdasher's Couch, where you don't have to pay somebody to listen to you. And I tell you what, I'm here with Keith Dorsett, the man with the plan, the guy with the eye, the guru on the hill.
Finally got it right.
Who knows all things flax.
Only one of those things
Keith,
correct.
All things flax. Keith, symbolic to the Egyptians, linen is known as purity and light.
Wow.
Keith, what is the oldest fabric known to humankind?
Skin.
That's a pretty good answer. But what lasts longer? Over 7,000 years, Keith.
Skin.
Okay, folks. So he's sort of right because linen, with its properties, pectin, which is found in jellies and pies. You know all about jellies and pies.
Not anymore.
When it comes into contact with the skin, it helps to preserve skin long term, and actually linen lasts a long time.
So hence mummies are covered in linen.
Yes, exactly. Hit it right on the nose. And Keith, we're talking all things linen because there's a lot of people that think linen wrinkles, which it does, and that somehow it's not conducive to suit wearing, right? But in fact, it really is. This here we made right for the store.
Yes.
This is a nice linen representation for summer.
Yes.
And these are some of the fashion colors, but linen, basically, we see a lot of beige linen, right, Keith?
Yeah. What they did is they did a really tight weave linen.
Yes.
With a houndstooth pattern.
Yeah.
So this actually shows itself as a wool. But
So the linen, which kind of has a hop sack texture to it,
yeah.
because the thread count is lighter, right?
And a little
lighter.
looser weave.
Yeah, and sometimes when you wear linen pants, and I actually swim in linen sometimes, it's breathable.
Keep your personal life off the show, okay?
Yeah, I got boxer shorts older than some linen pants, so don't you worry about it, all right? Anyway, it was good enough for the Egyptians. It's good enough for us here at Heimie's.
And quite frankly, it breathes. It is extremely comfortable. Extremely comfortable. And one of the properties of it is that you can wear it over and over again. And speaking of swimming in them, it dries faster.
Right.
So it is reppable. So when anything happens to it, you can wash it, you can clean it out and wash it pretty easily.
In the Bahamas, they wear linen?
Not to the extent that you would think. Yeah. You're seeing lightweight wool,
more cotton trade,
things of that
stuff,
nature.
Yeah.
But and it's a formal community, so I think it has.
That's
to
an
be
interesting question to pose though, because you think about how the islands were sort of, what would you call it, populated.
Yeah.
With Spanish.
Mm-hmm. And I think whatever was worn was somewhat conducive to the environment, but also who sort of settled there, right? Or who kind of took over. Right. So a lot of the linens, when you go there, I find that they are very appropriate. Again, going to events and things of that nature, you will find. But you also see linens that are used there. There might be in linen, so to speak,
okay,
and tablecloths but wearable things.
Okay.
You don't see as much.
So when we talk about fit and fashion, do we want linen to be flowy and showy?
No, I think it can be both. I think it can be a little bit more tailored because there's some stretch to it.
There's some give to it.
So you can have a tailored look with a linen garment, hence, and have the suit look like you didn't just roll out of bed. So it's great because it has that organic. It is an organic fiber and fabric, but having it tailored down allows it to be presentable.
Presentable,
so to
sure.
speak, you know? And like Hemingway in linen down in Puerto Rico for years.
Right.
I mean, he wore the same linen jacket, and no one.
God, is that romantic?
Yeah.
A pipe and some linen. That sounds really good, in a mint julep or something like that. Truly a summertime classic and a summertime favorite, folks. Check out our linens, Heimie's Haberdashery, and Keith, thanks for coming on the couch.
Thanks for having me on the couch.
See you next week.
Hey everybody, it's Todd About Town, Todd Walker, with entertainment, travel, and more. Hey Todd, what's new?
Welcome to another show of the Haberdasher's Couch. We're going to have to pay somebody to listen to you. It is Friday again. If, believe it or not, Todd Walker, Todd About Town, has been getting compliments out there on the streets about how much they like his take on weekend pleasure.
Well, they like to know what's going on around town.
They do.
And there's not as many places as there used to be to
It's
give everybody
wonderful.
kind of a one-shot roundup of the top 5. So we're going to start with...
The sun goes down. Kenny Chesney.
Yeah, I know you like him, so I put him as number 1, and man, that guy is popular.
Yeah.
So he's going to be at US Bank Stadium on May 4th. The tickets start at $30 and go up to $225. So it's, you can get an inexpensive seat, but I looked before I came here. $30 is pretty up there in the nosebleed, so you might want
He's
to...
Billboard's top 10 touring artist
I know, isn't that amazing?
for the last 25 years.
Yeah. It's,
What the heck?
I know, so it's going to
Yeah.
be a big show. I think you should get tickets.
Do you know where twang comes from?
No.
It comes from the guitar.
Oh, okay.
That's where it comes from. Twang comes from the guitar. Anywho, a year with Frog and Toad.
Okay, I had to put this one on here because
children's music.
anybody that's been following this story, Year with Frog and Toad originated at the Children's Theater Company many years ago. It went to Broadway. It did receive some national awards, I think Tony Awards, and it was very, very popular on Broadway. So they brought back A Year with Frog and Toad, and this is the opening weekend. Here's where the controversy lies. Yesterday, I think it was yesterday, the guy that originated the role, the role of Toad, I believe, not Frog, originated when this show started here at the Children's Theater, came back here to do the show, and 2 days ago he quit.
Oh, no.
He quit. And he left the show, and this is the opening weekend, and he's from New York. He opened the show many years ago here on the Children's Theater stage, left it, and
So who's
quit.
the understudy then?
So they have an understudy that has, I checked the website before I got here. I don't recall his name right now, but
So this thing's
yeah.
a sing-song thing where you sing along, right?
but it's a great show. I have
So
seen it.
he done hopped down the road?
Jeez.
He done hopped down the road, that Toad.
Yeah, can you believe that? I
It
know.
still's good. I mean, you can't miss with the Children's Theater Company
it's
anyway.
just a great theater
And
company.
then we were talking about celebrating West Side Pride.
West Side Pride, Cinco de Mayo.
Yes.
This is such a big celebration. A lot of people celebrate Cinco de Mayo, but nobody does it like the West Side. So you go down to Cesar Chavez Road there, and they have a car show. They have the softball tournaments. They have so many different things.
When I was younger, they actually put up a rodeo.
Oh,
in
really?
the middle of the street. Yeah, they had put sand down and they did a rodeo.
It's a big
Pretty cool.
deal. It is a lot of fun. And that happens all day on Saturday. So tomorrow we'll go down to Cinco de Mayo. Check that out. It's a great
10
time.
a.m. to 5 p.m.
Yeah, it's fun.
Wonderful. And Kentucky Derby, those horses are racing down that track fastest 2 minutes in sports.
Shortest sporting event ever. So this is
But the lead up is
the lead up is huge.
People tell me the lead up is incredible.
Yeah, so the Kentucky Derby is also on Saturday, so you've got Cinco de Mayo, you've got the Kentucky Derby, but the Kentucky Derby, there's a number of parties that are going on. Brits downtown Minneapolis has a big party, but probably the big premier party is at Canterbury Park in Shakopee. You can head out there. It's definitely a great time. They have the hat parade. They have all the different costumes, and of course they have horses there because it's Canterbury.
Right.
And it's just really, really a fun event. Prices are, vary, so you can you can get in inexpensively just to watch the races, but you can get special tables and it's a big fashion show.
Maker's Mark mint juleps. I'm sure everybody's going to be listening for that.
Yeah.
Vendors and contests. So yeah,
it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and what's it? Have you been to Fulton before?
I'm doing this on Saturday.
Awesome.
So it's Fulton Grand Fondo, and it starts at Fulton Brewery. And they have 3 different rides. You can do like a kids ride, a 10-mile ride, a 50-mile ride, and then they have events back at the brewery. So you can register online. It's definitely affordable with the food and the beer and the whole bit. And so you ride out in the morning. There's one that starts at 9. The kids ride. 10 o'clock is the, I think, 22-mile ride, and then the 50-mile ride is at 11. So it's a really fun event. So I'm going to do the 22-mile ride. So it's going to be shorter.
Smart.
I know, but it's definitely going to be fun. So yeah, we've got a stacked lineup.
Go down there and see Todd. He wants to sign some autographs.
Yeah,
He's got T-shirts with me on it.
There you go.
Real cheap, $2.
Yeah, no kidding. So it's a full weekend with Cinco de Mayo, the ride at Fulton, and then of course the Derby Day.
Great lineup.
I know.
Thanks once again, Todd.
Kenny Chesney, that's where you're going to be.
It's where I'm at. See you next week.
Hello, this is Amye the Hypnotist here at beautiful Heimie's Haberdashery, and this is Coffee Talk. Today we're going to take a question from one of our viewers. How do you pick a great mental health care practitioner for you? Well, the first thing you want to know is what kind of help do you think you need? Do you need grief counseling? Do you need family counseling? You can kind of start to narrow things down. A really good thing to do is go to your primary care physician and get some referrals. Once you actually get in and you are talking face to face with your mental health care practitioner, the first thing you want to make sure is that you have rapport. Do you feel listened to? Are they looking at you? Do you feel comfortable? This is somebody you're going to be sharing a lot of important and intimate things with. So you need that rapport. In fact, Consumer Reports did an exhaustive study, and the number one most important factor for your long-term success with a mental health care practitioner is the rapport. It is more important than the type of therapy that you're doing. The number one thing is that wonderful connection. So you're going to be going in, they're going to be asking you questions, and you are going to be able to just be able to grow and answer. Now, one of the things people always worry about is, are they going to be telling me what to do? Are they going to be judging me? Absolutely not. That is not their job. What they will do is ask you questions, help you clarify for yourself so you can gain confidence and self-efficacy and be the best person you can be and make these decisions and work through them in the future on your own. You are going to be stronger, you are going to be healthier, you are going to be happier. So go out, find a mental health care practitioner. If you don't find the right one at the first try, go ahead, try another one. Sometimes it takes a little while to find that right fit. And when you do, I absolutely promise you, you are going to do better in life and be happier. And that, my friends, is Coffee Talk.